Okay, the first thing is that I was going to college in Memphis, and I lived with my grandmother and grandfather, and that spring is when Martin Luther King was shot, and my grandfather, was in the area where people began to riot, and he made it home just fine, and we didn't have any problems around town out where my grandmother lived. Of course, my parents were here in Arkansas, and they were terrified because they said they had a sniper on the bridge and all that. And college was closed for about a week after that. And the second, and I was upset with it, that it happened, and we watched, on TV about it and all. But then years later, my dad was a pastor in Pine Bluff, and two little black boys had come to Vacation Bible School, and they said that their families wanted to come to church on Sunday. And my dad said, sure, it's for everybody. Well, some men in the church didn't like that at all. And so they had 2 or 3 men show up who were in the KKK and said it would be terrible, that he had a really nice family, and it would be terrible if something happened to them. And, of course, my dad is a hunter, and he told him how far he could drop a deer, in the woods. And I think after that, they just kind of left. But the main governing body of our denomination kind of blacklisted him, and when churches would consider his name, they would tell him that story, and they didn't want a pastor that was going to do that, let everybody come. And so my dad moved to a different state and pastored a country church, and then came to Arkansas again and pastored another small country church. So
when did you discover either Pastor Josh or Bishop? When did they catch your radar and you decided to join the church?
Okay. My husband died in April, and I was looking for change in churches. The church we were attending was just too far away, and I really wanted to make a change. And so I visited a few churches, and then I happened to think that my husband and I had come to Grace years ago, not too long after it was here in this building. And I thought, I need to try that. So I came, and we had also been to Steve Arnold's church in that was on 12th Street. We heard him preach there too. And so I was thrilled that he had joined this one. And it was right about the time that the two churches began to merge. And so I was real excited to get in on that. Plus, I knew a lot of people here already that were attending church. So I felt really at home. And this lady was one of the first ones to really make me feel comfortable and help me, Miss Mary Ann. And I'll never forget. And so that's why I decided that this was home. This is where I needed to be.